Welcome to the High School Football Sports Chat on the dpost.com. I'm Todd Murray along with Sean Manning, our high school writer. And Sean, we're coming off a week that we have not seen in this area for quite some time. All of our local teams went down to defeat, so everybody looking to bounce back this week. And we'll start off with Morgantown High. They had a really tough loss at Martinsburg last week. Now making the long trip to Musselman this week. What's going to be the key for the Mohegans here?
Bouncing back from a tough loss with Martinsburg last week, which is perennially two powerhouse schools between the Bulldogs and Mohegans. Making that trip back to the Eastern Panhandle this week to play Musselman, it's not an easy trip, and to have to do it 2 weeks in a row is really tough. Musselman played University last week, so I got a chance to watch the Appleman play, and their quarterback, Latrell Ward, is a really big kid who can make things happen out of the backfield, and Northcraft, their running back, is a tall kid. The Mohegans will have their hands full trying to stop the run of the Appleman, but I do think that Morgantown is just a better team, and they really need to bounce back this week because you don't want to lose two in a row, especially starting the season at 4-0.
Right. Obviously, the Hawks still winless, looking for that first victory, and it's not going to get any easier this week. They've got a pretty good journey to make themselves to Greenbrier East, a team that has a great running back in Lawson. What can you tell us about them?
So they have a great running game. They actually played Musselman earlier this year. Musselman ended up winning, but the Lawson kid was just an absolute handful for them to stop. And the Hawks gave up close to 400 yards rushing last week to Musselman, so they're going to have their hands full again trying to stop him. I don't know when the page is finally going to flip for the Hawks. I don't see it happening this week, but they are showing improvement, but they still have a long way to go.
Right. Preston High had a tough loss against North Marion in Kingwood last week, and they've got a trip to make too to Hedgesville, but it appears on paper that this is a team that the Knights should be able to handle. Yeah,
Hedgesville has struggled all year. I don't think they've come within 30 points of a single team that they've played this season. Preston were the favorites last week against North Marion, but it was not a good game all the way around. Sloppy performance. Coach Tennant was not happy with the way his guys played, but it's a trip out to Hedgesville, same with what Morgantown has to go to Musselman. It's not an easy trip, but this would be a really good chance for the Knights to bounce back and get back in the win column and try and get that sixth win that has been very elusive to get under Coach Tennant so far this year.
All right, well, Sean, we'll see if we can, some of the local teams can bounce back this week with some wins. Appreciate your time as always, and please continue to follow our high school sports coverage on the dpost.com.